Hello and welcome to this edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Mash. I'm Lachlan, Cowlishaw, beside me is Ben Martin, and believe it or not, we've got two microphones, so
look at these.
Test that out. Hopefully they're working. Anyway, let's get straight into the sports news. We've got a lot to get through, so we won't muck around. First cab off the rank was the Premier's Challenge down in Melbourne now. Camperdown, featuring Rachel Roger, netball export. They actually won that. So they are the best regional netball team in Victoria. They beat Kangaroo Flat in the final, 51-47, and that was in Hisense Arena before a Vixens Firebird game. So really well done to Rachel Roger and the team there, just a super effort. Let's get stuck into football now with Ben.
Yes, well done for the Magpies there. First game in the CDFL. I'll kick off the CDFL this week. Couple of big results. I mean, 3 rounds in, and it's still going strong there. So Forest win over Lawn. Probably a big result there. Forest now one of just 2 undefeated sides in the competition. Funnily enough, the other side is Apollo Bay, who everyone knows went winless for all of 2011. The Lions picked up a valuable home win there against the Dolphins. They won 11-7-73 to 6-7-43. Lawn got off to a good start, but Forest managed to peg him back there to come away with the win. Scotty Wakeman was the leading goal kicker for the winning side there with 3 goals, while Joel Tipping and Lee McIlvenny both kicked 2 goals for Lawn. The best players for Forest were Scotty Ganger and Michael Gregorio, the big ruckman, and for Lawn it was Ricky White and Bo Triggy. The next game, probably just as big as a result, 2 final sides from last year. The South Colac managed to come away with a valuable away win, obviously after losing against Lawn at home last week. They defeated Simpson 11-10-76 to 10-5-65. Pretty much neck and neck all day in this one. Both teams had chances late, but it was South Colac that managed to hold on for the win there, so some valuable points. Jason Cartwright made a successful return to the field, his first game for the season. He kicked 3 goals, the new Simpson coach. While after South Colac, the leading goal kickers there were Justin Mooney, 4 goals, and Ben Cox kicked another 2. His best players there, Jamie Barry, restricting Ben Cox to 2 goals, who we all know is quite a dangerous forward.
Good effort there.
And the ruckman Joel Hayward. For South Colac, Jake O'Dwyer continued a standout season there with Demons, while Dion O'Born also won a bit of praise for his job on Cartwright there. The next game, 2 teams sort of hungry to get on the winners list here, but maybe a bit of an upset, I'm not sure. It hurts a little bit to say, but LV come away with the points against Otway Districts. They won 12-8-80 to 7-9-51 at Jellybean Recreation Reserve. Both teams, as I said, hungry for their first win, but the Swans led from start to finish and managed to come away with a 19-point victory there. Chris Hickey was the leading goal kicker for the Swans. He's had a pretty good start to the season. He kicked 4, while Dean Marnie kicked 2 goals and was best on ground for Otway District. The best for Alvey was Justin McGuan for his job on Stewie Sutherland, while Aidan Spence also won a bit of praise there. The next game, Western Eagles against Birregurra. Now it was a very big different result from last year. Obviously everyone remembers last year, 33 goals to nothing. Birregurra defeated Western Eagles by a very different result this time around. Birregurra got the points though, 12-16-88 to 9-5-59.
Closer game than expected.
It was, but it was pretty much like Western Eagles they actually won the first quarter, they won the second half, but it was an 8 goals to 1 second quarter that pretty much won it for the reigning premiers. Christian Kelly got another bag of 4 goals there, and they've come away with the points, so well done to Birregurra. In the final football game for the CDFL this weekend, Colac Imperials hoping to get their second win of the season, but unfortunately fell short against Apollo Bay. So Apollo Bay's come away with a 6-11-47 to 6-5-41 victory there. Apollo Bay kicked 4 of the first 5 goals of the game. Colac Imperials tried to peg back from behind as they did against Elvie last week, but Apollo Bay managed to hold off at Western Oval. Best players there for Imperials were Tyson Finnegan and Mark Ritchie. While Brandon Finn won a bit of praise, restricting Casey McDonald, who kicked 6 goals against Illawarra Beck. He only kicked 1 at the weekend. While the best players for Apollo Bay were the wingman, Chris Bradshaw, and Damien Flanders, who is doing a bit of work around the pack. He's pretty impressive there. Straight in the GFL news now, Colac Tigers, got some good news there, back on the wins list. They defeated North Shore 12-9-81 to 7-6-48, so they're now 2-1 for the season. Obviously bouncing back from their loss against Bell Park last week. Dan Casey, the leading goal kicker there with 3 goals for the Tigers, while Andrew Kelly, some good news, back to his best. Obviously missed last week through suspension from that game against Geelong and West St Peters. While Liam McGuan, also among the best players, one of the more polished players in the wet, probably playing one of his best games since crossing from Elvie. Lock, how did the Tigers go in the netball?
Yeah, the Tigers had a win in the netball as well. They played North Shore, obviously, down there, and the final score was 45-26. Courtney Coulahan led the way in the attacking circle again with 32 goals. Alana Park spent some time in there. She got 10 goals, and Emily Murfitt, the youngster, she got 3 goals as well. Rebecca Finn trialling a few new attacking combinations, just identified that as perhaps something the Tigers needed to work on. Emma Hillman was best on court, the Illawarra Biak recruit, and Courtney Coulahan and Kelsey Lang collected votes as well. Into COLAC District Netball news. COLAC Imperials took on Apollo Bay. It was a one-sided affair. The Imperials won 75-21. Rebecca Scott, she's cracked the ton already this season. She scored 63 goals. Candy Robbins chipped in with 12 goals, while Lauren Nichols 13 goals for Apollo Bay and Laura Taylor 8 goals. Best for the Imperials was Rebecca Scott, and Laura Taylor got the points for Apollo Bay, so bit of a heavy loss, and they got work to do, the Hawks. Now, Otway Districts versus Elvie, a very close encounter. Elvie got up in the end 35-33. There was rain across all the matches, and it did affect the netball. It sort of came in around that 3 o'clock time, just as the netball was getting underway. Chelsea McLeod for Elvie, she got 22 goals. Amanda Fisk 7 goals. Morgan Drayton 6 goals. For Otway Districts, young gun Nadine Oborn had 19 goals. Best on court was Chelsea McLeod again. She's just really thriving in her new club, Elvie, after crossing from COLAC Imperials, and Rhiannon White again got the votes for Otway Districts. Simpson versus South COLAC, similar to the footy, is probably the biggest game of the round. Simpson got the points 42-30. Jessie Hawkins netted 28 goals. Young gun Caitlin McVilly, 14 goals. Tegan McNamara, another young gun, 15 goals for South COLAC, while best on court for Simpson is Kelly Power. I believe that's her second of the year, so she's got to be right up there in best and fairest votes, no doubt. Kim Goonan, the Cobden recruit, she got the best on court votes for South COLAC. Forest versus Lawn now, final result there. Lawn 46, Forest 39. Lawn gets their first win of the season, but another nice close game. Eliza Larkin, 28 goals for Lawn. Carly Entercott, 18, while Jenna Day netted 18 for Forest. Lucy Van Meglishen, she's really having a good year. She got the best on court votes for Lawn, and Jenna Day, Paula Gardner and Ashley Williamson were the vote getters for Forest. Western Eagles took on Birregurra in the final game. Western Eagles won 62-21. Another heavy loss for Birregurra, but again they showed a fair bit with their young lineup. The stalwart, the champion, Jenny Fish, 33 goals. She's just caning it again this year. Courtney Lawson, 11 for Birregurra, and Jessica Whedon got 10 goals. Best on court, no surprises there, Jenny Fish, while Gillian Floyd was the best for Birregurra. Of course, Illawarra Biak had the bye, and we've got COLAC Imperials on top of the ladder, followed by Illawarra Biak and Simpson. No surprises there, but Western Eagles are actually sitting in 4th spot, so they certainly want to push into finals this year. Let's cross over to the Rovers and see what happened there.
Yes, in soccer news in COLAC and District, I wish I could have some good news here, but unfortunately the Rovers are still chasing their first win at Football Federation Victoria's Geelong Region competition. 3 rounds in, and they've had 2 losses and a bye. Unfortunately at the weekend they played their first home game of the season, and probably not the result Dave Latham and his men were after. They fell short 1-7, so a bit of work there to do. They lost against Barwon Soccer Club White at the weekend. So yeah, as I said, a bit of work to do there, but hopefully they can bounce back next week, and all the best to those boys.
Sounds like Rocket's got to put a bit of a rocket into his boys just to turn around their form there. In the baseball, COLAC bounced back from last week's defeat against Werribee. They beat the Guild All-Stars down in Ballarat 22-1. Probably a couple of homers in there. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check that out with Mark Billing. The B Reserve side went down to Guild. Guild won 18-6 in B Reserve, but the B grade side certainly getting a little bit of form out of that game. We've got a little bit of Falcons news for you now.
Yeah, some good news there in the TAC Cup for our Geelong Falcons. They're back on the winners list. They defeated the Oakley Chargers 19-10-124 to 12-10-82. So a pretty comprehensive win there at Simmons Stadium, obviously in Geelong. Sam Gordon, first game for the season, the Camperdown fella. Him obviously making the most of his chance. He missed out in the draft last year, so the Falcons have given him another shot. He booted a game-high 6 goals and rated amongst the best players. Brody Marnie played probably one of his best games for the season. He kicked 2 goals and was second best on ground, while Cody Spokes, another another first gamer along with Gordon, the COLAC Tiger, Cody. He also kicked just the 1 goal there, so well done to those boys.
And that pretty much wraps up the show, apart from, of course, the COLAC Herald Sportsman of the Week. I'm not sure how we can go past it. I think when you win a regional netball title, you got to win it. It's Rachel Roger and her Camperdown Magpies netball side. They had a big weekend, Ben. What did they do? They won this Premier's Challenge after winning the Western Region State League, and it looks like they're just on fire at the moment.
Well, that's right, Lachlan. Winning the Western Region State League, that's pretty good effort in itself, and to go on and win this as well. Rachel's pretty much has proven her ability as a coach. Obviously, we all know about it from her days at Ilwarra Bear.
Yep.
She led Camperdown to a grand final last year. Unfortunately, fell short, but I think they're on track for another grand final berth this year. So all the best to Rachel and her team.
I undefeated on top of the Hampton League ladder over arch rivals Koroit. They've both played 3 games and they've won them all, so it's going to be some cracking games later in that season. That's it from us. Thanks for watching. It's a bit of a long one this week. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.